Today, I'm going to share my 3 favorite tips for living well with chronic illness. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome. My name is Vicki Hadge, and this is Even So It Is Well. If you are new to the channel, a special welcome to you and a reminder to please hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Today, I would like to share 3 of my favorite tips for living well with MS or any chronic illness. I was diagnosed back in 2017, but I've probably had MS since 2006, and these tips have helped me live well along the way. They are: eat, drink, and be merry. That's right, it's not just for the holidays anymore. Eat. Eat like you give a damn. Yes, everything that we put in our mouths has the ability to help us or hurt us. When I was first diagnosed, I did a lot of research. I looked at all the diets and programs out there that are designed to help people with MS or chronic illness, and I decided to go with the Overcoming MS program, and I will put a link in the description below. This program fit the best with our lifestyle, and it also made the most sense to me, and I felt that it had the most evidence behind it. Part of the program is diet, and it is a whole food, plant-based diet plus seafood. I was vegetarian before I was diagnosed, so I decided to stay vegetarian, and now I am whole food, plant-based. That means that I eat whole foods. I try not to eat processed foods, and we have a saying in our house that if it's grown on a plant, eat it, and if it's made in a plant, don't. So we try to eat whole, real foods. I encourage you, no matter what diet you decide to follow, to buy the most nutritious, healing foods that you can find. If you are new to looking at diet and how it can support you with your MS or any chronic illness, I'd like to recommend that you start with a book or documentary called In Defense of Food by Michael Pollan. And again, I'll put links in the description below. He did a lot of research into diet and how we eat, and he distilled it down into 7 words. Eat food, not too much, mostly plants. And when he says eat food, he means eat real food. Stay away from processed food-like products that are full of artificial everything, chemicals and preservatives and colors and flavors and hormones and antibiotics and pesticides. Our body has a really hard time dealing with all that, so we want to feed our bodies the best food possible. Not too much. If we overeat, we can become overweight, and this can be very taxing to our body and can lead to comorbid conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. And people with MS who have comorbid conditions tend to have worse MS and worse symptoms. So don't overeat. Mostly plants. Plants are full of fiber and nutrients and vegetables that our bodies need to thrive. Did you know that most Americans are fiber deficient? Getting enough plants in our diet will help us be healthier overall. Try for 6 to 9 servings every day. Drink. Did you know that most of us are walking around dehydrated? Staying properly hydrated can help with fatigue, depression, digestion, and more. I did a whole video just on hydration, and I'll put a card up above and a link in the description below so you can check that out. I would like to challenge you to look at what you're drinking during the day. Are you drinking junk? Are you drinking sugar? Are you drinking chemicals? Are you drinking fats? Water is the best thing that we can drink to stay hydrated. And if you're not a fan of water, try adding a little lemon or a little fruit to it to help it go down better. Our brains are 75% water, so staying properly hydrated will help our brain volume as well. And those with MS lose brain volume faster than the general public, so drink your water. My drinks of choice are water, coffee, and wine. Yes, wine. There are some studies that show that moderate consumption of alcohol is associated with lower levels of disability and a better quality of life in those with MS, and I will put links in the description below. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and start drinking, but if you enjoy a glass of wine now and then, go for it. And to clarify, moderate levels of drinking is 2 glasses of wine up to 5 days a week. So don't overdo it. Be merry. Did you know that up to 50% of MS patients suffer from depression? And I'm going to say about 100% of the general population suffers from stress. So we need to make a conscious effort to decrease our stress and increase our fun. One of the best ways to decrease stress is to meditate. I try to meditate daily, even if it's only 10 mindful breaths before I get out of bed in the morning. Meditating can help us sleep better, regulate our immune systems, and help with our memory, the dreaded cog fog. Another way is to get a massage. I started getting regular massages this year, and I knew it would help with my muscles and my spasms, but one of the benefits I didn't expect was with my stress levels. I feel so much better that I'm getting regular massages now. Next, see a therapist. Our mental health is so important. I know that there is still a lot of stigma around seeing a therapist, and I go to see my therapist once every 4 to 6 weeks. It is so helpful to go and talk with someone who is a little bit more objective and who is trained in mental health to help you deal with your everyday stresses of life. We all have them, and we could all benefit from seeing our therapist. Having MS or any chronic illness is very stressful, and talking with a therapist can help you deal with some of the unknowns of your future and help you deal with the stress of day-to-day living with chronic illness. We also need to schedule fun. We can get caught up in the day-to-day work, running our households, getting our never-ending list of to-dos done, so we need to schedule time to have fun. I make sure that I schedule time with my tribe. You know who they are, the girlfriends and the family members that support you and that you have fun with. Make sure you see them regularly and that they are uplifting and fun people. And also make sure that you avoid the negative people. The Debbie Downers and the Captain Bring Me Downs. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life. Today, we live in an era where we have instant access to tons of information. We are being flooded with information all the time, and honestly, most of it's negative. I give you permission to unfriend or hide anything in your feed that is negative. You don't need that in your life. I have a great tip from my therapist on dealing with people who are negative. The ones who are unhealthy and thrive on drama. If they say something negative or challenging, just respond with, huh. It doesn't agree or disagree with them, but it acknowledges that you heard them, and then change the subject quickly. Here's an example. Oh, you have MS? You should do this. Huh. Hey, how were your holidays? Did you get to see your family? See, it's easy to just change the conversation. Much like food and water, what we consume can either help us or hurt us. So make sure you're consuming things that are going to make you happy, that things are going to make you merry. Go to good movies, listen to great music, hang out with your friends, schedule time doing things that make you happy. The question of the day is, what do you do to eat, drink, and be merry? Please put it in the comments below. I would love to read your comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, a like. This will help others to find the channel. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos.